Christian Eidoa, CLE.
All right, guys, we are here with none other than Christian Eidoa of CLE Cigars, and we're here to talk about the LCA Reserva Vintage 2021. When we wanted to make something extremely special to celebrate a year of the LCA, the first year of the LCA, there was no one else that we thought of for this project. Ophelia told you CLE, Honduran, your family's tobacco is her favorite. It's become a fan favorite of mine. When I looked back, doing the research of the 4 years that we've been doing this, studying these cigars, studying the cigar makers, I started to realize, wait a minute, a lot of my favorite cigars were actually made by the Eidoas, particularly you. We have some great cigars from your brother as well. But there were some cigars that were near and dear to my heart that I realized you had to do with the blending of. I won't mention those cigars because there's a million companies involved, etc. But that's why it took me a little dissecting to figure out, okay, he actually made that. So when we wanted to make this special cigar that was going to cost us more than most cigars, thank you very much. We knew. You
had to throw that in there, didn't you? You had to throw it in there.
We knew, no love over here. We knew that it had to come from you. So we want to thank you for making the time during a time when people are talking about running out of tobacco to be able to make the amount of cigars we asked you to make.
Brian, thank you, man. You know, the one thing I like about this project, what you're doing, and it really excites me because I love the process of creating. I love the process of being able to create something from nothing, and the ideas that you have, I really enjoy. Because I like the off-the-wall ideas, because I think, look, cigar smoking is such a fun thing. It's something somebody does as a hobby, right, that they want to enjoy it, they want to understand where it came from, what it's all about. So I really like the fact that what you're doing, and I like the crazy ideas. It's funny because sometimes I think you call and you're a little embarrassed because your idea is so wackadoodle. And I'm like, dude, I love it, man. Let's do it. Right. You probably think, is this guy joking with me or is he serious or what? No, but I do enjoy it, man. It doesn't matter how crazy it is. Yeah. So congratulations, man. I really like it, and thank you. I mean, it really is an honor for us to be a part of it.
Thank you. I'm glad that you decided to work with Privada Cigar Club and the LCA. I think between the members on social media and the shops in the stores, it's just such a great community of people, and I'm glad that you decided you wanted to be on board with that.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure's all mine.
So, tell us about the making of this cigar. I know this is similar to some of your blends, but it also used one leaf, I think, that was a little bit different. I think it was from somewhere else or something like that. Can we talk about that?
No, man, you're a tattletale. I saw you published it. No, man, you know, normally I never was really crazy about talking about the blends. Mm-hmm. And then in the past few years with the FDA being on top of us about the tobaccos, we just don't mention the blends at all anymore. We just say the country of origin, and we keep it at that, man. Yeah, but listen, you're a tattletale, bro. I was like, Brian, what are you doing, man? You can't.
That's fine. Okay, so now, so tell me why your tobacco tastes better than 99% of all the tobacco out there. And let me pay you another compliment when I speak to, because this is what I do now. My job is to find the best cigars on the planet. And what that's led me to is speaking to people like you and having conversations with people like you that have more knowledge than just about anyone else in the tobacco field, right? And when we get comfortable, had a couple of drinks or the cafecitos out and everyone's enjoying, I say, okay, who has the best tobacco? And almost indefinitely, your name comes up.
Thank you very much.
How did that happen?
Well, listen, man, my father was a grower. He was always a tobacco grower. He only got into cigars in the 80s when he couldn't sell the tobacco because the industry went down and he started making cigars back then. And his pride is growing tobacco. I mean, that's really what it's focused on. And you know, the joke between my brother and me is always that my dad cheats because they get this great tobacco. He's got first dibs of the stuff. Right. Of course, but I mean, I joke, of course. The difference is, we have different type of temperaments. My father likes the cigars milder. I like them stronger. So we really don't run into each other when we're figuring out how to share the tobacco, how to work with it.
So that's awesome. So what you're telling me is you're using the same tobacco, but you're using different versions of the tobacco, which means that you're taking different primings. Is that correct?
Correct. Yeah, I'll take the fourth and fifth primings, even the sixth primings, and my dad will be 2 to 4. So sometimes,
The old school guys, they love the low prime. They like the white ash. They like the smooth.
bro, listen, man. I remember when we used to do the trips with Camacho down with the customers. My dad would sit there and smoke a Camacho Corojo, and he would start spitting in front of the customers. I go, Dad, what are you doing, man? He goes, Coño, I don't like these strong cigars. Coño, well, don't smoke it. People think there's something wrong with it, man. And, and you said something, and thank you for the compliment, and it's not, listen, there are some people that have a very strong affinity to the authentic Corojo leaf because it gives you a lot of body, very sweet finish, and once you fall in love with it, you can't taste anything else. And, I want to brag and say, yeah, we have the best tobacco, but I would say, I think it more only because I'm a fan, so I'm trying to be more objective, right? So I think it's more than tobacco is different than what everybody else is used because we don't sell this tobacco to anybody else. So you find a flavor that we don't have, that other people's may not have, you find it in our stuff. And we really don't sell our tobacco to anybody else. So we're really just going to find it with either Aladino or any of our CLE, Asylum, or especially in this product that we're doing now. And what we made with this one is it's a lot of Ligero on this cigar. I want people to remember this cigar. To me, a person who smokes a cigar, and I love what you wrote in the box, make sure, choose a situation right, make sure it's a nice lounge or you're out in a cool, breezy place. We get into cigars, some people get into the habit of smoking cigars in all different, just in whatever situation, driving a truck or whatever. I always ask people that, please, man, if you're gonna smoke one of these cigars, sit back, relax, have the right person next to you or don't have anybody with you.
Right. And
it's best to smoke in silence when no one's talking. I mean, that's the hardest thing with my wife and me is like, listen, we don't talk when we smoke cigars. So, but that really is part of the experience. You gotta be able to smoke a cigar and enjoy. And when you get one of these cigars, it really is an experience. Sit back, enjoy it. The size is a different size. It goes against the grain, which is another thing that I like about your concept. Everybody wants for 60 ring gauges, plus with the Asylum, we're known for the 70 ring gauge. Dude, I like these small sizes. They fit in the hand, they're comfortable, the timing is right. This is a good hour-and-a-half cigar. Depends how slowly or how quickly you smoke. And it smokes very cool, man, because it's very thin. You just sit back and these were the sizes before that people, Robusto, 50 by 5 was outrageous in the 90s. Wow. And especially my dad's age. No way, man, no one ever made it. Wow. So that's what it's called, Robusto, big cigar. So now we got to the point where these sizes have been lost. So the fact that you're able to present this, and I mean, you did a great job, that so many guys will be able to try this size. I really hope it interests people back in these sizes because we can make a lot of great blends with these small sizes that are enjoyable.
I love it.
Now, you already caught a sneak peek of the packaging, but I'm going to give it to you on camera again, and I just want you to look at it and just kind of give me your thoughts. And so that's the coffin that the cigar will go in.
These are really cool, man. And these assume, what I like also about this, we have, which I also saw that you have, we're very big on sustainability and things like this, but I like the fact that you're not using any plastic. I like the fact that this is something, so I mean, some people are gonna freak out. I'm not a wacky greenie or anything, man, but I just like stuff that there's a purpose to it and we can contribute to a bigger cause. Bro, but I love what you did. I like the presentation very much. This is something that, you can not only smoke the cigar, but you can keep something else in it.
Yeah.
I like the packaging a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's a good concept.
And then when these came, I really freaked out. I loved the coffins, but
I missed one important step. Give me 1 second. This is a must. And it retains the smell. That's a big part.
Wonderful. You
All right.
can't open it.
You can't open
it? But it's empty right now. We don't have as many of the coffins as we need, but we're getting them. They're shipping this week.
I mean, like we worked on the cigars, and you wanted a surprise with the packaging. How many cigars fit in this box?
25.
25?
24 and one empty coffin.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's the lucky.
The lucky one?
Yeah.
This is super cool, man. Bro, congratulations, man. I really, and thank you for doing this. Actually, you came from another industry, didn't you?
Yeah, I came from the music industry originally, and a little bit in trucking as well. Logistics.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I have I'm very friendly with John Cicada, right?
Okay.
And we were talking about music one time.
It's that Miami legacy, bro.
Bro, and this guy is a study musician. He's very talented. So one time we were talking about XYZ brand. He says, man, so what do you think about this brand? I go, John, I'll give you the best example. Do you imagine all the work that you did, all the studying you did, all of a sudden, I don't know, Christina Aguilera comes out and she comes out with a hit song and doesn't really have the training that you did. I mean, how do you feel? Or the production, or the way like a guy like Elton John would feel. So we have different schools in our industry. You got some people that are more marketing-based companies, and other people that really make the product from the ground up. Right. You know, they're all great products. In the end, it's just the story behind it and how they came about. So yeah, it was really interesting you mentioned that, and that's the first example that came to mind because we did have a conversation just recently with John.
And that quickly became the transition. Once we found our groove and built our community, I realized that in order for me to get my people the best products, I had to be dealing with the people who were putting their reputation and their passion into those products. And because of that, you've seen what the members do online. You've seen that this thing is a movement. And when I ask you to make this cigar, I don't know if you put extra attention into this versus something else that you might make, but I believe that you would because you knew you were going to come here, your name was going to be on the packaging.
Listen, anything we do, and this is something that we talk a lot about in the office, is this brand building for our company or not? Is it brand building for our brand? You know, we don't function month to month or quarter to quarter. You know, our sunset or our vision for our brands is 20 and 30 years out. Is this over 20 and 30 years going to help us build our brand to the level that we hope to get to eventually? You know, we were very fortunate when we were involved with Davidoff. Davidoff purchased our company. I learned a lot from them. And you get a brand that's so well managed like Davidoff for so many years, you're thinking, man, this is what I aspire to do. And you see other guys that run their brands really well. Carlos Fuente does the same thing. You know, these guys build their brands, and they always seem to make very good decisions, and now I understand why. Because their question is always, bro, is this brand building or not? Is this good for my brand? Is this going to help my brand? And am I choosing to work with the right partner? That's why I completely love the ideas and the concepts you come with. And to me, it's almost a yes. Actually, it's a yes for everything you come up with. I know you're not doing dumb ideas or some, you know, crazy idea. You know, I like the stuff that's brand building, that someone can get that product and say, hey bro, look at the cigars I just bought. He's guy's gonna sit with his wife or his buddies or whomever this person smokes with, and they will enjoy the cigars together and they'll have a story to tell.
Wonderful. Well, Christian, thank you so much for doing this for us and for putting your hard work, energy, and passion into this. Is there anything you'd like to say to the Privada members on social media and out in the world?
Guys, enjoy the cigar. The cigar's fantastic. I'm telling you, this guy's real picky about what he wants. And hopefully we prepared a great product for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy the size, because I don't know when the last time you guys smoked a Corona, man. So you guys will really enjoy this cigar. Christian Eidoa, CLE.